Hello, my name is Fenna. Welcome to the Self-Compassion channel. And if you are in a Limerence episode, I think you kind of figured out by now that just walking away is actually not that easy. It's kind of difficult. And I'm going to explain you why. When you are in a Limerence episode, walking away from somebody or situation that's not good for you is easier said than done, mildly put. Easier said than done is one of the phrases I use a lot. And of course, on my channel, I preach and teach about what would be the most healthy option. But today I want to give you some recognition to the fact that it's really, really difficult for several reasons. I think that you notice that our well-meaning friends who say things like, oh, just leave her. Oh, just break off contact with this asshole. It doesn't really help. Even though they are right, you're in a situation that's not good for you. It's making you feel bad, actually, that you still didn't leave this person. What does help, by the way, friends of Limerence, is telling them that you will be there. I hope one day you will leave this unhealthy situation and know that I will be there for you. So what makes it hard to leave? Well, first of all, we're human. We're wired to not disconnect from others. Otherwise, children and parents would constantly lose each other. Kids would wander off in the wilderness. Parents would forget their child who was still sitting somewhere, and we would be a complete disaster as a species. We rely on other humans for survival. Since we don't have claws and enormous teeth, we also as adults are depending on other humans to survive. We even feel it. That sometimes when we feel unsafe, we're really happy and relieved to know that there is an other human being coming our way. We are so wired to hold on to someone we are attached to. And Mother Nature doesn't care who that is, if this person is nice to you or not. If you are attached to someone, your system doesn't want you to detach. And if you do, your system is going to give you alarm system that you are going to die. Even though in your rational mind, you know that you are not going to die. And it's not a pleasant feeling when your nerve system thinks that you're actually going to die. And this has nothing to do with your rational mind. Nothing. The reason part of our brain is not activated here. This goes straight to our survival, emotional lizard brain. And when you think about leaving the other, this part of our brain takes over. And what it does is it sends stress hormones. Hey, there's a disconnection going on here from someone that's kind of important. So no, we have to reconnect. So our body gives us a bunch of energy, cortisol, stress hormones to reconnect with this person. And sometimes we can even witness this. It's really bizarre to kind of witness this consciously. I've had situations where I really wanted to end things with some person for a while, for good reason. The situation was not good for me. I really wanted out. So I did. And then within a couple of hours, lasting for months, all I wanted was to reconnect. While there was nothing different in the situation, there was not any proof that something was different. There was no proof that reconnecting was a good idea. And I still wanted to reconnect. My rational brain was completely hijacked by my safety wanting instinct brain. And I even know what was going on. I was looking at this freak show of my two brains fighting each other. It takes a lot of energy to go against our lizard brain, but we can do it. No survival part of me, thank you for helping me to survive, but no thank you, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm better off without this situation. And I'm accepting my freaked out nervous system for a while. I want to find ways to calm my nervous system by breathing, by tapping, by talking to my body. Poor body. I know you are in stress, but I'm still not going to reconnect with this person. So the survival part of our brain makes it difficult to disconnect. But there might be another reason. The other person may actually be really nice, have some features that you find really nice or attractive. They can be really nice, even though they don't want to be with you in a healthy, secure, normal relationship. But you also have people who make it really difficult for you to leave, like more narcissistic people. And if you are head over heels, it's really difficult to keep your distance if the other person is coming back to you. I mean, who can say no to that? Besides, the other calms your nerve system. Of course, not on the long run, but in the short term, the other person, if you are in a Limerence episode, the other person calms your nerve system. And it feels really great to have a calm, relaxed nerve system. So that makes it really difficult to leave the other if you are dealing with someone who is re-attracting you every time you make an attempt. Why is it hard to leave? It's an addiction. The other calms your addicted brain. So there are several reasons why it's so hard to leave. But can it be done? Yes. We still have an adult mind. We still have the power of choice. People beat addiction all the time. People leave bad relationships or bad situationships all the time. The problem is that when you are in a Limerence episode, you cannot just check in a Betty Ford clinic and go through the withdrawal with all the support there is. You kind of have to do the withdrawal alone, and that makes it really, really difficult. Most people leave the other after a fallout or a situation or an embarrassment, and they're saying like, okay, this was it. This was enough. I've had it. I'm so done with this. This was my final meltdown. I've had it. And first, the decision to leave can feel really powerful, but that wears off. And your body will start to protest. Because we're addicts, so we will go in withdrawal. And I will do another video on the withdrawal. If you never went through withdrawal, I cannot even describe how that feels. But the withdrawal will pass. But of course, the withdrawal is the moment that your nervous system is really going to go nuts. You can feel sick, throw up, shake, sweat, have sleep disorder, depressions, and it takes all your willpower to stay out of contact. And after the withdrawal, your life will be a little bit gray and boring for a while, due to the lack of dopamine. So again, reconnecting with the other is really tempting. And as if that isn't bad enough, after a while, when you feel a little bit better, Limerence tend to kind of want to tip their toe in the water because they think now they can handle it. And then they reconnect. So there are so many reasons, mentally, physically, survivally, that's not a word. But I mean, it's our instinct not to disconnect from people, even though we know with our rational adult mind that this situation is not what you want, it's not healthy. But again, and I keep on saying this, can it be done? Yes, it can be done. People do it all the time, and so can you. It will not be easy, but it can be done. You can make the decision to leave and accept and lean in to the grief and the pain that will follow. It will follow, but it will also pass. So I am telling you, of course, all the time that it's better, and it is better to leave, because this is most likely not going to change. So the faster you leave the other person, the better, the faster you walk away. But I'm not taking this lightly, and I know that just walking away is just, that's too simply said. It doesn't work like that. If you have anything to say about this subject or this channel, and I'm really happy, by the way, that I can help Limerence out there, because I still get so many emails from people who are saying, I didn't know I had a Limerence episode. Thank you. I was going nuts. I didn't know what I had. If you have anything to say, please leave a comment, because it's really useful information for Limerence, and we can use this information because we can use all the help we can get. For now, I want to thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye.